Hey guys, welcome back, and hello to you new people too. Today I'm bringing you, I think, the 5th installment in my anti-haul series. Just a quick note before we get started, because many of you ask about this. This is my bed. I had it custom made. I designed it myself. I will put a link in the description box below if you want to check it out. But the person I had make it, she's now selling my design, which is pretty cool. And the usual disclaimer applies, but basically these are products I'm not going to buy because they're not a good fit for me. If they're products that you want to buy because they're a good fit for you, you should absolutely do that. This is basically supposed to be entertaining, so I hope you enjoy it. Now on with the show. First up is the new Anastasia lip palette. Now, I'm sure many of you are going to be like, but that palette looks great, and it does look great. It's got 18 shades, it's only $48, which breaks down to like, I think, $2.66 per lipstick, so it's really affordable. It's a great price. But be honest with yourself, are you gonna use all 18 shades? Are you gonna mix the colors together? To me, that is actually a pro artistry palette. It is perfect for a professional makeup artist, or it's perfect for the blogger, YouTuber who does lip art every day, because I think you can get something like 48 or 50 different combinations with the different products in there. But you know, be honest, if you're not somebody who's gonna mix your lipstick every day, you may not have any use for the palette. So for me, even though I wear a lot of lipstick, even though I think it looks like an awesome palette and I'm sure it will be very high quality like all of Anastasia's products are, I'm not gonna buy it because I won't find myself reaching for it, mixing things to use it. Okay, next up, I'm gonna butcher this name, I'm sorry. It's like something like Kérastase, and it's their smart hairbrush. And basically, this is a smart hairbrush that tells you if your hair is dry, if you need to add, you know, moisture or product to it. And I think it's super gimmicky. I love technology, and I'll be talking about more in a sec, but you can already tell with your hair if it's dry, if it's brittle, if you have split ends. If you have those things happen with your hair, you know that you need to go get your dead ends trimmed off. You know that you need to use a hair mask. You know, there's all different kinds of, I feel like with hair, it's really easy to tell when you need to do something with it because it will look like crap. When your ends get gummy, you know that you need to get them trimmed off because there's just too much damage. So I feel like it's super gimmicky, and it's probably going to be, I don't know, $100 to $200, because all of the smart stuff I looked at recently has been like $150 to $200. So I just think it's crazy. The next thing that I'm not going to buy is the HiMirror. And now this one is really intriguing because I love the concept of it. I just don't think it's quite there yet. I've watched a bunch of reviews on it. I've talked to my friends who have the mirror, and they all agree and say that the mirror is great, but it's got some kinks to be worked out. So it's basically this mirror that takes pictures of your skin, and then it tells you whether or not your skincare products are working, which I think that sounds like a great idea, especially if, you know, you're somebody like me who has rosacea. But here's the problem. I've only seen people with perfect skin use it, so I don't know how it would handle my rosacea, like the redness. I don't know how it would handle if somebody has like acne scarring. Like, I don't know how it would make adjustments for that. And from what I've seen, the mirror is a little bit flaky, and there's problems sometimes with giving the hand gestures to make it work. I know that's one of the things that a couple of my friends said, that it's very difficult to get it to work sometimes and to figure out how it wants to be doing the gestures. So I think it's a great idea and concept, but until it's worked out, I don't want to spend, what is it, I don't want to spend $259 on a mirror. I think if they ever get the kinks worked out, I will absolutely be first in line to buy it. But right now, it's not quite there yet. Unless you all think that I am a Luddite, I am all for technology in the smart home. I have the Ring doorbell, I have the Amazon Echo, and I also have Google Home. And I use all of those devices. So, you know, I like having smart technology around the house. I love it. I want my technology to work. And I will tell you, the Ring doorbell saved my ass. The other day, there was some guy at my front door, and he was like looking around, and I don't know what he was doing exactly, but I finally said, "Can I help you?" And he like ran off. So the Ring doorbell basically put a notification to my phone saying somebody was at your front door, but he didn't ring the doorbell. He was just basically lurking. Another friend of mine said he was probably casing my house to break in. So as far as I can tell, the Ring doorbell can help prevent people from breaking into your house. It definitely makes it easier for me to say I'm here or not here. If somebody comes to the front door, it lets me keep an eye when packages are delivered. It's a great product, completely worth it to me. So I like technology, I just want it to work. Okay, the next item on my not gonna buy list is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I was looking at this and then I saw the price tag. It's like $36, and it's not a foundation. It's just a blur stick. And so I went to go look at some reviews of it to see what I thought of it, and I watched Kathleen Light's video. I looked online to see other reviews of people who've gotten a product. and it doesn't look like it does much, if anything. So it's supposed to basically perfect the skin so you don't have to wear foundation. But for most of the people I looked at, even the people with nice skin, you really couldn't see much of a difference. Like, you were like squinting to see if it made a difference at all. And I feel like if you're gonna spend $36, might as well buy a primer that you know will actually do something with your skin. Like, the Hourglass primer for me really works well, and I can actually see a visible difference with my skin. The new Urban Decay Optical Illusion Blurring Primer, again, I can actually see a visible difference with my skin. I don't wanna spend $36 on something that you can't see any difference at all. Okay, so this is probably gonna be an unpopular opinion, but next on my list is the Storybook Cosmetics brand. I love indie brands, but I feel like this brand is fucking shady as shit because they keep taking intellectual property that isn't there and that they don't own or have the rights to, and then saying they're gonna make products for it. Well, that just kind of seems like vaporware, because you're basically saying, oh, I'm gonna make this product, I'm gonna take pre-orders for it, and then I don't know if I'm actually gonna get the intellectual property rights to clearly make it. So I feel like that's shady. Like, they did some Harry Potter brushes and the brushes looked so terrible. I mean, they just, I don't know, they looked like they were crappily put together. I was not impressed. And then I saw that they also put some like lightsaber mock-up brushes together too. Again, there's no way in hell Lucas is gonna give them the right to make lightsaber brushes. But thinking about it from like a usability standpoint, the brushes that it looks like the brushes that they made are not weighted well. So I don't see how they would be comfortable to use. They would basically just be something you would buy to stick on your vanity to say, oh look, I have these cool makeup brushes that look like wands. And at that point, I mean, I don't need that. Like, I think it's cool, but I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I really dislike this whole Storybook Cosmetics brand and what they're doing. I wouldn't buy a single thing from them because it just seems so shady. The next thing on my I'm not gonna buy list is the Kylie Royal Peach palette. I was looking at this palette and I actually thought the colors were kind of pretty because I do like peach tones. The royal blue looks awesome because I would absolutely wear the hell out of that color. But then I was like, I don't know that the colors are very cohesive throughout the palette. Then I was reading that the Kylie palette's quality has been very hit or miss, like some are great and some aren't. And if you're gonna buy like a palette that's almost 50 bucks, I think it's like $45 or $48, you want the quality to be there. So just after I looked at it and realized that the quality might not be there, I don't want to spend the money on that. I would much rather put together a DIY Makeup Geek palette. So like I put together a peach palette with Makeup Geek. I put together a tropical palette, all of these really cool DIY palettes that I actually like the colors and I do use. So I just can't see myself spending the money on Kylie's when I don't even know that the quality is going to be there. Oh, then there's the palette that I have been drooling over, and you'll probably laugh, but there's the Pure Makeup Trolls palette. I'm not interested in, like, you know, the whole Trolls revival thing. I mean, I think it's cute and all, but the palette that they put out looks really good. And I've seen a couple reviews for it that actually said the quality is there. The colors look like, some of the colors in it look like really me colors because there's like a hot pink, there's a deep teal blue, there's a deep navy blue, there's like this white that has iridescent pink and blue sparkles. So I think the colors look great. It looks like a good mix of eyeshadows and the quality's there. But then like I'm sitting here thinking, I already have a bunch of brights in my collection from Sugar Pill and my Viseart Bright Editorial Mattes palette, and then I have iridescent colors, so why would I be buying this palette for? And I realized, even though it looks like an awesome palette, it is not for me. This palette is for somebody who doesn't have very much makeup in their collection because I think it would make an amazing palette for them, but it's not a good fit for me. So I basically talked myself out of buying it, even though I like the colors, even though it looks like the quality is there, because I'm like, I already have all of these, I shouldn't buy more. And finally, last but not least, the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette. This palette, on the surface, it looks pretty. It looks really pretty, but when I dug down deeper into it, it's not gonna work on pale skin. It's gonna be too orange toned, too bronzy. The highlighter's too dark for my skin tone. The bronzer would turn orange on my skin tone. The blush would work for me. However, why would you buy a product just for one third of the palette? I wouldn't. The only nice thing I can say about this new Too Faced palette is that it's vegan, but it still has that stinky peach smell, so it's just, ugh. I don't know, I think they're gonna be riding this sweet peach train for quite a while because they came out with another peach blush and peach lip oils. Just too much peach. Oh, I had one rant left actually. I'm fucking sick and tired of limited edition products. I'm so burnt out on everything being limited edition, and then, oh, we're gonna bring it back just because it's really cool. No, stop fucking making things limited edition. I wish brands would put out fewer releases so that they are releasing higher quality products and stop with the stupid limited edition stuff every month. I just feel like every time I turn around, there's another limited edition release coming out, and I really hate that hype that builds up around it, and then you feel like you have to buy it before you even know whether it's a quality product or not. And that just, it drives me crazy. Anyway, please be sure to let me know in the comments below what you think of this anti-haul video and my little mini rant. If you liked this video and found it informative or entertaining, please give me a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos, it makes my day. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and maybe it'll work. Who knows? Thanks so much for watching.